Welcome to the maze system where everything is a maze, but we enjoy the journey. Like what just happened, which I lost you guys. I'm so sorry. I was gonna pull some cards, but I got called out by Spirit, and I gotta listen. I've been ignoring them far too long. They don't give me leeway anymore. Not anymore. I'm like, you're too good at being quiet. So they bug me all the time now. Now that I've stated that for my kid, the spirits are like, ha, we got her in. Dang it. I gave away my secret to the spirit. I mean, not that they didn't already know. They act like they don't know, but they know more than I do. That's why I listen to them. I'm like, well, you know, but I don't. So I'm just gonna listen to you so long as what you say isn't gonna get me in trouble. And sometimes I will tell them no if I know for a fact that despite it being a good idea, it'll get me in trouble. I'll be like, sorry, like that's just not gonna jive. We let them know. Sometimes it's just not work for today. Alright, let's see what dragons want to show up today. Oh, there's one. Look, it's the same picture. Leadership. This is like the front of the deck. The box. It's the main. They want me to be a leader. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do I look like leader material? Do I look like I could lead people to their happiness and calmness and joy? I mean, I've done it for myself. I mean, it was a hard journey, and I think I'd rather make it easy for you guys than harder. I'm here. I'm going to be working on the rest of the toes before the live is over. I apologize for the interruption. YouTube or Spirit interrupted me. I think it's Spirit, but sometimes it feels like a little bit of both. Like both external influences and spirit realm effect, which to me are two different things. They're still like external, but like one is like in another realm versus one is just in another place on the same realm. They're giving me all this info, okay? I don't know this stuff very well. I have to get my brain out of the way or else I'll overthink things. And I'm quite smart in the head, so. Alright, let's see what inner child cards want to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's see what we got. Let it come forth. Give yourself permission to feel it. This may apply to me, this may apply to you. Whatever resonates with you, don't force it to fit. I swear to gosh, it'll fit if it does. You'll know. And we got this one. This one is called Listen. Your inner child has something to say. Now this applies more to you all than me. I have been currently listening to my inner child, so you guys are being called out. Listen. Listen! You don't want it because it hurts and it sucks. We all know that. But you are worthy of good things, and part of being worthy of good things is listening to that inner child. They know this is where the information is going to come from. You just forgot. Jesus Christ. Review your responsibilities. Note all responsibilities are ours to hold. So you are responsible for your inner child. If you do not love your inner child, it will wreak havoc on your life because it has needs, and those needs are tied to you. If you don't meet those needs, your inner child is going to remind you who you really are and what you can do and what you cannot do in the right or wrong circumstance. They will remind you. But if you don't review your responsibilities, it's very easy to fall into that. And let love guide you. To me, love is finding the parts of us that bring us joy and manifesting them in people. And I think that's what we are doing, actively or passively. We just don't realize it yet, that is what we're doing. That we have a choice. Even if the conditions are undesirable and make us want to take the easiest route, love doesn't overreact. Love reacts the right amount, with patience, with kindness, and with humanness. No overly logical. You don't have to go it alone. I don't want to go it alone anymore, guys. Do you want to go alone anymore? It hasn't been going great. Taking on too much responsibilities, and I need to offload some of those. But in order for me to offload, I need to build connections. So I'm going to need you guys' help to build connections, because I was not taught how to build proper connections. I was taught how to relay information. I was taught how to moderate people's states of mind and emotions. And I was taught to be very caring and understanding towards others. These things on their own can get this balance very easily when the people around you aren't giving back. So you can be that person, but if you're in the wrong environment, what you're going to be expecting back in return isn't going to happen. There's a misalignment of what you guys agreed upon. And that is fine. No one has to perfectly agree on anything. I am not saying that. What I am saying, though, is that we have to accept it as just a redirection as opposed to a rejection. Because even if it is rejection, it's like, okay, I need to look elsewhere. And you're like, where? It's like, well, if you just waited and let things happen so authentically, I can guarantee you'd love yourself more than you trying to force it to happen because someone told you way back when that you ought to. And for some reason you held on so strong to that belief that you can't even imagine not having that belief. I can. Because so long as I believed it, it kept me stuck. And then I complained about being stuck. So I've been in it. I'm still processing it. I'm not in it, but I'm still processing it in the sense that I have to go over some final details, and a lot of it I can't do on my own because I will wear out my energy. I have a lot of energy to output. I'm meant to use it for others. But because others took so much, now I have to give it back to myself again so that I can give to others, but that still uses a lot of my energy. So it's almost like I need others to give free of pressure and free of expectation of returned act. And that is something that's really touchy for some people. Some people it's no problem. For me, it's generally no problem if I'm physically able. If I'm not, I'm going to be honest and be like, I don't want to seem uncaring, but my body has to come first. Number one, if I'm not here, I can't help in the future. So I have to care for me so that I feel here so that I can help when I can. If I overdo it and put myself under, I'm useless, one. And two, now I am unable to help anyone. Rather than having a choice. I'd rather have a choice. Oh, wow, that brought a lot. Alright. That'll happen with me sometimes. I'll go from being quiet to chitter-chattery, and it's usually because a stream of consciousness is coming in, and it's something I need to either share with others or share with myself. I find a lot of times I am talking about myself when I'm sharing stories, even if I'm referring to like third person, because I have other specified dissociative disorder, self-diagnosed, so don't bother with me like, oh, you're not properly diagnosed. I could fool anyone into thinking that nothing is wrong with me. And yet I am the first one to have figured out what is wrong with me and to help heal my inner child without much help. I will not say I had no help, because that is rude and unappreciative of the few that actually gave lots of shits that came out all wrong. And I parented adults. I didn't realize I was doing it, but it was just so innately in my way of being that it came naturally, and no one understood it. Neither did I, and I was a kid. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing this stuff, and it seems to be helping people, but I don't know how to, I didn't know how to control as a kid. I wasn't supposed to have access to powers as a kid. I was supposed to have the powers and like experience them, but I wasn't supposed to use them until I was an adult. And I had to use them as a kid, okay? It's freaking rough. And I love my life now. The lessons I had to learn may not necessarily be beautiful and sound in appearance, but they taught me how to take care of myself at all costs. And I cannot ask for more in terms of like feeling autonomous, because now I don't depend on many things. I depended on things when I needed them, because that's a normal human reaction, is to like guarantee your needs are met. But it's still your choice. Like, if you know someone is helping you, but they keep bringing up something that hurts your feelings every once in a while, and you can't communicate with them about it without a reaction occurring, then that's when you have to make a decision. And I think what happens to most of us is we just avoid the decision in hopes that it'll just go away. It doesn't. If it's really meant to happen, it'll eat you up inside. And if it doesn't, you have numbed yourself to the point that now it's gonna take like a physical manifestation of your unwellness for you to get the point. And you did that to yourself. Because guess what? I have physical ailments and I did it to myself. And now I get to fix, it's not necessarily fix, is what I mean. I get to correct what I wasn't doing in alignment because I was out of alignment for survival reasons. I can forgive myself for that because I got myself here. I got myself here. I parented myself here. But now I need to parent my inner child different because I parented them based on keeping them safe from my family. Now I have to train them to be accepting of the world and its differences and disagreements, and accepting duality in all its forms. And that's a really hard thing for anyone to do. So hard. But it's what made me here today. So I hope you guys enjoyed my TED Talk. And now we're gonna get back to some crochet. We got 7 claws to make. Hold on, everyone. I got this thread out there. Don't like threads being trapped under this chair. Alright, 7 claws. I'm glad I'm back. Thanks for having me, everyone. I'm doing my best to learn how to express myself. Tell me how I'm doing. But I feel like I'm awkward sometimes. So, you guys can be like, yay, nay. Who do you think you are? I don't know. I'm making stuff up in my head. Sometimes Spirit tells me little jokes. It's usually spirit jokes, so they're really hard to translate into like human jokes, so I can't really say that. I'm not good at translating. I have to almost like manifest it in this realm in order for that to happen. That also requires me to feel like the interest is there though. So I'm very picky about who I give my energy to now, for very valid reasons. And I want those that get helped by me to feel like they've been helped. I understand that my help is for some people, but it is not for everyone. I can cater it to everyone, but there's going to be certain things about my methods that are only going to work for those who it's aligned with. Meaning, even if you have all the best intentions in the world to make this work, nothing that you're doing is going to make it work because it doesn't work with you. And you're just deciding, well, I'm just going to try harder and see what happens. When you start getting that tightness in your chest every time you have to do something you don't want to do, come talk to me. There's the work. Why? Why is your chest tightening? Didn't think about that. It's not just a bodily reaction. It's not just age. I have residual pain. I don't think I actually have today pain. A lot of my pain is old, and I just haven't processed it properly, and I needed to like learn how to reorient my body. I'm bumping into stuff again, which is just ironic because I'm working on my proprio session. But my body is not used to its current state, that it's starting to forget how much room it needs to navigate because it's been navigating with less space. So I'm gonna run into shit until I stop running into shit. I have to map out my house in like a body aware way. It's kind of fun. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. These are coming out flying. We just got 6 more to do. And that'll probably be it for the stream, because the stream already got interrupted. But I'm learning to accept it. We're gonna have interruptions, and that's okay. Because after the interruption, we get to keep going. Yay! Remember, interruptions are temporary. Anybody want to help me with the shoulder? You take it. 4 more. Let's count so we know how many we need to do still. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 more! Yes! And then we're gonna end this live. Because you guys are just making me talk to myself. And I talk to myself all the time. So now it's just recorded. Oh no, that's so nice. Unimpressed. So I spoke to my future spiritual mentor today. Now, we were supposed to have our initial mentor-mentee get to know each other day, but she unfortunately had things come up and we had to reschedule, and I'm okay with that. It happens. But when we were talking about the fact that I have so many things going on at the same time. Now mind you, I never told her I had many things going on at the same time. I might have said, like I call it vomiting art. Or something like that. And she's like, yeah, they need something to tie it all together. Kind of like crocheting this dragon together. So, for any and all that are aware, or want to be aware, in this case, since I am some nobody on YouTube, I'm amidst building a website, working towards building a story. Apparently it's not going to be my story, it's going to be a biography of dragons. Like a real biography of dragons. Not the way you know them, the way I know them, because they're all around me. They protect me because they needed protecting, and because of their resourcefulness, they were taken advantage of and had to go and hide. And we're done with that. are done. Good job. Now I will be more consistent with this stream, but I still need to finalize some of the back end stuff, so like the profile on YouTube. I have more done with Twitch than I do with YouTube, and I'm planning a couple task orientations to help me stay on top of things while keeping things organized. So if anyone wants to help with that, feel free. I'm not going to pay you. I need people who are wanting to work towards a goal, not people who want just money. Because the goal is going to be worth more than any money I could give you right now. And I don't get the information complete. I get it in parts. And the reason I get it in parts is A, I get ahead of myself. I like to just do amazing things. But if I do it too soon, it confuses people. So they limit my access to how much I know. They just let me know what's going to happen so that I become more authentic in my human self and less heady. Because I know a lot. But knowing a lot is not the same as being able to express it. Which is really difficult for someone who's supposed to be a good communicator. I may recently be a good communicator, but I was not always. I need practice. And that's okay. So it shut by accident again. Gotta be very careful with these birds, because sometimes you think you're going around and you're actually going across and then closing it. Oh, I'm fizzling out. I think I might have to stop here. I wanted to complete it, but I can't without spoons. Boo! That's okay. We did like 12. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will be back with more Dragon Crochet Art Stream the following Tuesday that's coming up. So I'm going to be doing this Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then on Fridays and Mondays I'll be over on Twitch doing games. So I have the schedule. I'm also a Reiki practitioner and I'm looking for 10 volunteers. I have a lot of things going on. I need assistance with feedback and, you know, how I'm running things. But like from a place of kindness and not a place of like trying to like degrade what I'm doing, because I don't do that. So have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Bye.